Hi there! Today we're going to be doing a beginner-friendly sequence that uses an open hammock. This sequence is designed for the hips and it uses a lot of support from the hammock so that you can get deeper into your stretches and feel really supported while doing it. If you're wanting more classes just like this, hit the subscribe and bell notification down below. Now let's get started behind the fabric. You're gonna grab the very back edge and then open up your hammock. So step back a little bit, wave it on open, and then get your piano fingers ready. Both hands grab the fabric and then creep the fingers along the fabric until you see the opposite side. Let's take the right ankle inside. We wanna try and get the hammock to be past the toes. So just a little bit of hammock. So it's not a full blanket, just a little toe blanket for your foot. And then open your hammock up all the way up your leg. Nice, center yourself. So maybe you reach up and center yourself around the center of the fabric or your plumb line. And then bend that right knee out wide into a figure 4 shape. Nice. We're gonna take ourselves through the middle. So dive the hands through the middle of the fabric, shoulders come through as well and head. And then you're taking a forward fold over your figure 4 leg. The closer your chest gets to your shin bone, the more sensation you might feel in your outer thigh. And then you've got a couple of options here to play with sensation. So you have some tension around the sides of the body and maybe the armpits or the lat muscles. So you could play with that. Maybe you take a little bit of movement through the elbows, using that tension to massage through the ribs and the armpits. You could also just be still here and just hang into a forward fold. As you hold here, you're gonna start to get more and more of a fold. We'll take a deep breath in and a long breath out. We're gonna start to find a spin to the right. So your right hand's gonna reach up, so look up over your right shoulder. Right hand's gonna reach up and either grab the front feeling pole or the back pole. So whatever pole feels good. I like to grab the back pole for a deeper twist. And then start to slide the hand down so you keep folding forward. Notice if you can get your tailbone and lift it up, just making more of a curve in your lower back and makes your neck more accessible for length as well. So you have this like long line of energy from your tailbone all the way up through to the crown of your head. And look up towards your plumb line, maybe down towards the ground. Take one more deep breath in and out. Gently release that right hand, come back into your fold. And then left hand reaches up, spinning to the left. Grab the front or the back pole with your left hand. Let's slide it down a little bit so you come back into your fold. Think that you're on a pole, spine lengthening, up and down. Notice where your eyes are. Consciously bring them to a focus point, maybe up towards the sky. If your neck doesn't like it, maybe down towards the ground or side on. One more deep breath in, keep that length in the spine. And as you exhale, gently release that left hand, coming back into a fold. Nice. We're coming into a bind. So inhale, lifting through your heart. You're gonna turn your right hand back up and grab onto the back pole with the right hand. Nice, and this time your heart is lifted, so we have a little bit more length, more lift through the heart. And then take that left foot, pick it up and off the ground. You can always land it back on the ground. Maybe the ankle can get into the hand. If you can't get the foot into the hand, you just find an extension here. Maybe you press the hips forward for more sensation. If you can get your foot into your hand, maybe you kick and you open your heart towards the sky, looking up. Stay here for an inhale and an exhale. Gently release your left foot all the way to the ground. Release your right hand, shoulders are coming around to the back. Keep the figure 4 shape of your right knee. Your left hand's gonna reach up nice and high on your left pole. Right hand threads between you and the fabric around the outside. This is the most difficult part of the sequence, so listen close. Shoulders are coming around to the front, chest to the front. Right hand's gonna rainbow through the middle, and you're gonna follow with your head. So head goes through the middle as well, and it's like a teapot. Your shoulder and your knee get closer together. Your left hand, look up and see it. Releases and comes around the back. And we want to try and get the hammock to be underneath that left armpit. So smush it down. Smush, is that a good cue? Maybe. And then right hand's gonna reach up, grab the other side. So both hands are grabbing each side. And then floss it out a little bit. So you've got the hammock nice and even around the back of the body. Notice that the hammock is underneath this left armpit. You feel it tucked underneath. Good. We're finding another bind here. So you may need to reach up a little bit, lifting up onto the left heel, ball out of the left foot, heel lifted. And then the right hand's gonna grab the front or the back pole, up to you. And then maybe you get that left foot into the hand again and you open your chest. And now we feel more sensation through the left armpit. Good. You can also not touch here as well. Not bind. Good. Left hand's gonna grab onto the left pole. Left knee is gonna come and land on top of your right knee. So both knees are bent and inside of the fabric. Take your left hand up nice and high. Rotate your shoulder through the middle of the fabric and feel that left pole come onto the top of the shoulder. You can keep grabbing with your hands here. Take your hands, interlace them over your head, and then press the palms away as you keep the hands interlaced. You can stay here. You could also press into the knees and press the hips forward as you open towards the back of the room. Take a deep breath in and out. Gently release your hips back down. Release your hands. Grab onto both sides with both hands. Your left foot is coming to the ground. Left foot comes to the ground. And then extend your right leg out long to the side. Good. Both hands are still reaching up, grabbing onto the fabric on both sides. You're gonna turn your hips, they're facing the front, and then open up into straddle. So feeling a little bit more through the inner thighs, take 2 breaths here holding. The more weight you take into your hand grip, the less sensation you'll feel in your inner thighs. So know that you're in control. You can always bend the knees a little bit too. 1 more breath in, and out. Gently come back through center, stacking your hips over that left leg. Hands are gonna come and face the fabric. So right hand's gonna go through the middle. Left hand releases. Turn yourself to the long edge of your mat. So you're going towards your extended leg. And you can take that right shoulder all the way through the middle. Maybe you grab onto your hammock, onto your foot, your leg. And we're feeling more of a hamstring stretch in the back of the right leg. You can lift up through the tailbone, maybe even bend the knees a little bit, get more buoyancy through the legs. And then think about lifting the tailbone and find a deeper fold. Take a deep breath in and out. Nice. We're gonna lift our heart back up over our hips. Your left hand, so free hand, is gonna go between the fabric pieces, so in the middle, and then press the back of the hands onto the hammock that's open around the leg. Your right hand's gonna reach up high onto the pole that's closest to you, and then spin your heart towards the right, so towards the back of the room. You're looking underneath your right armpit. Notice that you can stack your hips over your ankle, your heart over your hips, your head over your heart. And then your next breath in, can you get a little taller, more expression? And exhale, grounding through the left foot. Left hand's gonna release, so look back and see your hammock. Left hand releases. Change your hand grip, so you grab both pieces at the back, and then let yourself come around, leg back in front of you. To switch to the other side, I'm gonna take an inversion in between. So slide your hands down and push the hammock underneath your right knee. We wanna try and keep the hammock underneath the knee. If your hips lift, it's gonna come up the leg. So try and keep the hips low. Reach up and grab the back piece of the fabric with both hands. Slide your hips down so your foot is higher than your hips. So the hammock stays underneath the knee, and then the left leg is gonna come and meet that right leg inside. Yeah, so we're in like an L sit. Lift up your hips, let the hammock come up and underneath your butt. So now we're sitting inside of the fabric. And then slide your hands down so you can press the hammock underneath your sacrum. And then come halfway through the shoulders and reach back up to keep it there. Slide your hands down, head goes towards the ground. Inverted cobra. If you have some lower back pain, you might keep lifting up a little bit, more weight in the hand grip. Otherwise, your hands can go towards the ground, maybe back of the hands on the ground. So you let your head hang heavy and open through your heart. Take 2 big breaths. Big sighing breath out. 1 more breath in. And out. Chin into the chest, looking up and climb up with both hands. Nice. To get your right leg out of the fabric, we're going to bring the right knee into your chest. Release your right hand, grab onto the left pole with both hands. Right knee's going to hook around the back, around the outside, so foot is on the outside. Reach up and grab both pieces again, so hand on each side. You're going to pull yourself up, right foot comes to the ground. So now we have the left leg inside. Good. Bend your left knee for figure 4. Hands release and go through the center. Head and shoulders will follow as you find your forward fold on the other side. You can center yourself, pick up the right foot. Maybe you massage into your armpits, the sides of your body if that feels good. And then just taking a deeper and deeper fold over your left leg. Let your head hang a little heavier. One more breath in and out. I'm going to spin towards the left. So look over your left shoulder. Left hand's going to reach up and grab the front or the back pole, your choice. And then nice long spine, so lift up through the tailbone so you can lengthen your neck. And then slide the hand down as you keep the length of your spine. So trying to get the shoulder to open towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. And out. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, release into your fold. Left hand back down. Other side, right hand reaches up. Grabs onto front or back pole, your choice. And then start to slide the hand down as you focus on lengthening your spine. So lifting through the tailbone, lengthening the crown of your head, trying to get it on one line. And you're spinning towards the sky. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, spin. As you exhale, release that right hand, come down into a fold again. Nice. Preparing for your bind, the left hand's going to reach back up again. Grab either side of the pole. I like to grab the back pole for my bind. And you can pick up the right foot. Maybe the foot comes into the hand. And then you spin your heart up towards your left hand to the sky. If you cannot grab your foot, maybe the foot comes to the ground and you press your hips forward instead. Stay here for an inhale and an exhale. Beautiful. Release that right foot to the ground if it's not there. Release that left hand. Shoulders come around to the back. Right hand reaches up nice and high. Thread the left hand around the outside, trying to get your shoulders to the front of the fabric, all the way around to the front. Your left hand rainbows through the middle of both poles. Like a teapot, your head follows. Shoulder and knee get closer together. Look up and see your right hand releases. It goes through the center, through the middle, and then wraps around the back. You need to push the hammock away to get it underneath your armpit. Both hands are going to reach up, floss it so that you feel comfortable. Nothing's pulling too much. And preparing for your bind, you need to lift up a little bit. Left hand grabs the right pole, so the back pole, and then grab onto your right foot with your right hand, or just release. You don't have to grab the foot. If you're grabbing your foot, kick, 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 and open your heart. Big breath in, breath out. Good. Then you're going to stack your right knee on top. So bring the right knee all the way in to meet the left leg. Your left hand is still reaching up. Right shoulder's going to go in between the fabric. Reverse high grip through the right hand, so palm face up. And take your hammock over your right shoulder. When you've got the hammock over the shoulder, you can release the hands, interlace them over your head, and then press the palms away. And maybe you lift the hips and look to the back wall. Take a breath in, breath out. Gently settle through the hips, release your hands. Grab onto both poles with both hands. Your right leg comes to the ground. Nice. A straddle first, so left leg's going to open out wide. Shoulders are at the front. And then open the leg so left heel goes to the left. More weight through your hands if you want less sensation through the inner thighs. Take 2 more breaths. Notice the lengthening. Heels get further away from the hips. Shoulders get further away from the ears. Inhale. As you exhale, come back to standing. Hips stack over the right ankle. Turn towards your extended leg. So toes are turning to the long edge of the mat. Release your hand, right hand, and then the left hand's gonna move in between the two poles. You can grab onto the hammock as you fold over your extended leg. You could also, to get the shoulder through, maybe grab the foot or the leg or the hammock. Can't remember if I said that. And then lift up through your tailbone, lengthen more through your heart, through your neck. Take a deep breath in and out. Gently releasing your hands, lifting your heart to stack over your hips. Your right hand's gonna thread in between the two poles. Left hand reaches up, grabs the closest pole, and then start to twist towards the back of the space. You're looking underneath your left armpit. Using the hammock as a little extra pressure to lengthen your spine up towards the sky. Hip stack over ankle, heart stack over hips, head stacks over heart. Get taller on your next inhale. Twist a little deeper as you exhale. Releasing your gaze back towards your fabric, release your hands. Change the hand grip so you're grabbing the back pieces of both sides so you can let yourself come back to the front of the space. One more inversion, so reach up a little higher or take the hammock underneath your knee and then reach up higher. Your hips are gonna get low, so slide the hands down a little bit, weight into the hand grip. Right foot lifts, comes inside to meet the left leg. L sit, lift your hips, popping them inside of the fabric, and then coming into your inversion, sliding your head all the way down. If you feel like the hammock is too high up on your back, come back into a seat, press it down with your hands, lower down halfway through your spine as you reach up to keep it in place, and then you can lower the head back down. Maybe the hands, back of the hands come to the ground. You wanna get the back of the hands to the ground because if your palms are on the ground, you take less trust, less weight through the hammock. So we want to build that trust with the fabric, which is why we do back of the hands. Take one more deep breath in and out. Nice. Chin into the chest, look up, reach up with both hands, climb, climb, climb. Feet are coming out of the fabric, come into a seat. And then thumbs to heart center. We'll take a final breath together. Inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me in your class today. If you enjoyed this class, I would love to know how you're feeling. How did it feel in your body by commenting down below? If you are wanting more classes with me, I do have a platform called Aerial Yoga Live TV. There's over 200 classes on it right now. They go up to 60 minutes, so full-length classes. You also get live classes with me, so you get that live feedback in a live setting. The link for that is down below, and you get the first 7 days free. Otherwise, I will see you in the next class. Bye.